It's 8:23. Joining us now is Ken Rupert, who is a life coach, and he's been talking with us periodically about what that process is. And, well, Ken, I understand you recently went through an experience that you can share with the listeners regarding your own son and how important it is to have the kind of training and preparation that a life coach can bring.
Yeah, actually, good morning, Sean. It just reinforces the fact we had to run my son to an emergency room 2 weekends in a row, and we're still in the process of trying to determine exactly what the problem is and how we're going to address it. But it reinforces the fact that life can change in an instant, and you can go from the average person to a caregiver very quickly, and there's no training for that.
Absolutely, and that's something that something that can happen to anybody in a moment's notice. And but it is, it's good to have somebody that can help you through this process, because it's hard maybe to prepare for it. And isn't that what you do as far as being a life coach, using your experience and what you've seen and what you know, and helping people get through these kinds of circumstances?
Absolutely. Life is all about a plan. The better you plan, even for the potential for something to happen, the better you are to manage the situation when and if it does, occur.
And so what does that kind of entail? If you give us a brief synopsis of, when you're talking about being a life coach, I mean, is that just with one person, or do you do it with the entire family, and how does that work?
We certainly can do family coaching. That's still runs underneath of the same. It's one person or the family. It's all the same, because everybody needs to know how to handle things. And one of the things that I think that people, especially people who have special needs children, kind of overlook is that part of that planning is the state documents. And when their child turns 18, just this weekend, I was able to go in and look at all my son's medical information and make a informed decision. But once they turn 18, HIPAA laws kick in.
Right.
And unless they have guardianship of their child, which they have to petition the courts to become a guardian of the child, they're not able to access that information and make an informed decision. So one of the things that life coaching does is it will say, hey, look, your child's approaching 18. You need to go talk to a lawyer now and petition the courts to get guardianship. And what does that guardianship look like? Because, they're going to be able to enter into contracts. They're going to be able to vote. They're going to be able to drive. And these are all things that a guardian can say, well, you know what? They're not really equipped to enter into contracts. So I want that as part of my guardianship, that they can't do that and I can do that for them.
So if people want to set up a life coaching session with you, Ken, how do they contact you?
They can go to my website at kenrupert.com, and there's a contact form there, or they can just call me on 301-802-0741.
Very good, Ken. Thanks again for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
That's Ken Rupert.